everybody, and welcome back to my kitchen. It's Rog here, where today I'm going to be cooking a really delicious dessert. It's a classic, it's a treacle pudding, but this time I'm going to be cooking it in a slow cooker. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Give me a like and give me a share, that would be fantastic. So without any further ado, let's crack on with this recipe. First off, we're going to need a basin like this one, about 1.5 litre, and I've greased it all up with a load of butter. We're going to need some breadcrumbs. I've got about 3-4 tablespoons full of breadcrumbs and the same amount of treacle. We're going to mix this treacle into the breadcrumbs, and this is going to make a tasty, crunchy topping to our treacle pudding when it's finished. So we're going to judge this. It's a bit tricky, but you know, you can do it a spoon at a time or just dollop it all in like this. In that goes. And then we're going to give it a good old mix together. Put this lovely, tasty, sticky mixture in the bottom of our basin. Scrape it all in. Like I say, this is going to make the nice, crispy, tasty topping. So in that goes. Then we can set this to one side. These are the other ingredients that we're going to need. We're going to need some butter. I've got 110 grams of softened butter. That means I've left it out in the kitchen for a bit. 110 grams of golden caster sugar. 110 grams of self-raising flour. And 2 whole eggs. About a medium sized. And a little drop of milk, just to loosen it up at the end. So, take a mixing bowl. In with the butter, in with the sugar, out with the mixer, and we're going to mix this all together until it's really, really light and fluffy. Like this. Then we can go in with our eggs. I've cracked those into a separate bowl and just loosened them up a bit with a normal kitchen fork. Mix this all together. This is basically making a sort of a cake mix, if you like. Bit like you make an ordinary cake, third and a third and a third. So mix it all together, and then when it's all mixed and fluffy and looking great and looking like this, I'm going to put in the zest of 1 whole lemon. It's quite a small lemon, this one, but it'll be big enough for what I want. Mind your knuckles on that, Rog. And also, don't forget to scrape the little bits off the back there. We don't want to waste any. So scrape all those off, in they go. And turn in the flour, self-raising flour, 110 grams or 1/3. Fold this in nice and gently to begin with. It's quite easy. And then you're going to end up with a really nice, tasty, sticky dough. Lucky person's going to lick the bowl out, that's for sure. So, there it is. Then loosen it up, little drop of milk, a little bit more mixing, and then it's ready to go into the basin. So, here's the basin, and here's the mixture. Nice and evenly, and when it's all in there nice and evenly, just level it off a little bit at the top. Then comes the tricky bit. Well, it's a tricky bit for me, might not be for you. We're going to put the lid on it. This is greaseproof or baking paper, and I put a little fold in the top there to allow for expansion. Then I'm going to tie this off with a piece of string. Try and make a really good job of this. Tie it really tightly, because what you don't want is some of the steam getting into your pudding and making it all soggy, because that wouldn't be right, would it? Wouldn't taste good at all. So a double knot, nice and tight, and then we're going to trim off the paper. And now it's time to pop it into the slow cooker. There's the slow cooker. In it goes. Stick it in the middle. And we're going to top this up with boiling water straight from the kettle. And you want to go roughly about halfway up the basin that you've got. And that'll give it a head start. So it's on with the lid and we're good to go. This particular model has only got a few settings. I'm going to put it onto high and we're going to cook this for about 4 hours. Then after the 4 hours, take the lid off and this is what we've got. Wait for the steam to go away. Ow, that's a bit too hot. I better get some gloves. That's better. So I'm going to let it cool down for a bit so I can handle it a bit easier. Take the little jacket off. And the next step's going to be, the best thing is just to ease it around a little bit with a knife. Not a sharp knife, just a kitchen knife. Go all the way around just to loosen it up a little bit and then it will tip out much easier. It's still a little bit on the warm side, but not to worry. Let's press on. Turn it upside down and just lift that off. Hopefully, as long as it don't stick. No, it didn't stick. There we go. Now we'll top it off with the lashings of treacle. Oh, I do love this. Sorts out my sweet tooth, that's for sure. Just squirt a little bit more treacle around the outside on the plate, just for cosmetic purposes only. And then I'm going to cut a slice. Oh, look at that. Now that really looks good. And I'm telling you, it's going to taste good too. Thanks so much for watching this latest video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and you can see all my other videos. And yeah. See you all again next time. Take care and bye from my kitchen. And bye from me, of course.